Hey guys, welcome to Topic Time. And today, guys, we got a really fun topic time for you. Who is your Legion of Doom? That's right. We're coming up with our own supervillain team. We're going to go down the line here. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And also in the comments below, at any time, why don't you guys put down what your supervillain team would be? You could call it Legion of Doom, or you could call it whatever you want. So I'm going to start with Kat. What would you assemble as, your dream team, supervillain team?
I came up with DC villains for this one, I think, because I usually lean towards the Marvel, so why not do DC? Funny enough, me and Brant were talking pre-show, and we're talking about, there's just, no female villains. Like, he was trying to pick some, and I honestly didn't even think about it, so I was like, they're all dudes. But my team is the C-list crew, so it's all villains that suck. And the person that's running the team is Clue Master. So Stephanie Brown's father is running the gang. And he has Calendar Man on his team. Sometimes they just need to know when the softball game is. And they got the villain softball game going. We got Killer Moth because, he is a Batgirl / Batman villain. And he sucks. So he's just going to throw some fire at people. And then we got Penguin's son from that Batgirl, I think it was DC Rebirth, who she has dated for a hot second.
The Burnside.
The Burnside Penguin's son. And he just tries to be cool throughout and tries to impress Clue Master, but never works out. And then last but not least is the poetic Kite Man, who just rattles off poetry throughout the entire matchup. So it's a really fun crew, and it's the C-list crew, and that's their name. They suck, and I don't even know who they're going up against. I think each other by the end, but they just want to be cool villains. They just want to be invited to poker night, and none of them really invite them because they suck.
That's awesome.
You know what's hilarious about that to me is there is forgive me for sidetracking to wrestling, but there is a tag team called the B Team because they're kind of jobbers. They're like, curtain jerkers. They're the people that come out at the beginning, and they call themselves the B Team because of that.
And they aren't invited to poker night either.
No. But they got over with that. People actually chant, B Team, go, go.
Oh,
see, you want to root for the underdog. And I don't know what that comic would look like at all. I really think it's a slice of life villain book. That's all I want to say.
There you go.
All right. So we got the C-list crew. So I like that. I like that title too. I like that name. So,
I actually came up with that just now. So
just now, there you go.
So I went completely the other way.
Okay.
So all mine are top list, or at least most of them are top list villains, or one of them you may not even think is a villain, but we'll see. So my team, they all have deep psychological reasons they do their villainy. So we got Black Manta. He's got his issues with Aquaman and Atlantis and all that stuff, and he throw his son in the mix and all that stuff. We got Black Adam, who just wants to protect his country, right? So you put them together. You got Gorilla Grodd.
Oh wow!
I got Zod.
That's some serious shit going right there.
I know, right? I was doing a counter for the Justice League. We got I wanted to throw some females in here, and we were like you were saying, Kat. I was hard pressed trying to figure out some female villains. So I dug deep. I got Cheshire.
Okay.
Cheshire.
Threw in Cheshire there, and Soronic Sinestro, which is Sinestro's daughter. She's not really a villain, but
she
counter
could
Green
be.
Lantern. She could be. Sometimes she leans towards the villainous side, so we threw her in there. And then just to throw in some more hand to hand heavy action and somebody to do the dirty work, we get Deathstroke. So.
I wonder if the C-list crew could defeat this team.
Oh no.
I don't think so.
In softball, though,
softball, maybe.
Yeah, they just got to have a game. I think they still lose.
Gorilla Grodd himself would defeat the whole C crew.
Sadly, right? I think Calendar Man would get the date wrong too, and they don't even show up to their match.
I almost had Deadshot instead of Deathstroke, so that would have totally thrown off your ball game there.
They really, that wouldn't have done well.
I do have an honorable mention because I did do a Marvel team, and I'm just going to route them off, no reasons or whatever. But I got Morgan Le Fay, Kingpin,
Okay.
Bullseye,
Bullseye's good.
Kang, Moonstone, Mystique, and Kilgrave.
Oh, that's pretty impressive too.
Yeah.
Mystique is good too because Mystique can pose as anybody.
Yeah.
My idea was Kang came back from the future, and for some reason that this team was the way for him to conquer the world.
Somehow.
Yeah,
I
somehow.
like it though. That's cool.
Yeah.
It shows that we need more villain books.
Yeah,
Absolutely. All right. So, you guys ready for mine?
Oh, I'm ready.
I went all out on this. I don't know why, but my brain just went into this way. I wrote all this down on a piece of paper, like all this stuff. Yeah,
Your
and this,
RPG for villains.
this just like came in. Okay, so bear with me. This is like a story arc that I came up with. Okay, and so this is called the Sinister Spider Women.
Ooh,
Okay,
today we got some women in there.
This is based off of and how these women become this way. It leads all into this thing. So it all starts with J. Jonah Jameson. So this is a spider book, okay? Of course it is. So J. Jonah knows Peter Parker's identity, right? So he knows a lot of his secrets at this point, right? So recently he goes back to this point to where I can't stand Peter Parker anymore. Like, I look at my life, and because of this guy, my life is complete shit. My wife has died. He's like, what else? His son is a freaking werewolf. You know, there's all these different things that has happened to him. Now Peter Parker doesn't pay attention to me anymore because he's so busy with his freaking life. All I have is this podcast show. I used to be mayor. He's really down on himself. So he goes back to his old ways. And what he does is he goes to Dr. Octopus. He goes to Dr. Octopus, the new resurrected, you know, fresh out of Superior Spider-Man. Dr. Octopus, okay? And he goes to him and he wants to bring back the Spider Slayer, Alistair Smythe. So he uses his technology to resurrect him, and he actually gets Ultimate Reed Richards in doing this as well.
Damn, this is thought out.
Yeah, he gets these characters, and again, they resurrect the Spider Slayer, okay? And so between these three characters, Dr. Octopus, Reed Richards, and the Spider Slayer, they're very intellectually smart. So they're very smart people, okay? So what they do next is they recruit the muscle of the team, and that consists of really pretty much the stupidest people out there, but they're kind of strong. The Juggernaut, okay? The Rhino, and they also get the Shocker. I had to put the Shocker in there just because I love the Shocker. So, and what they do is they help capture. This is where the women come in here. They capture
a lot of guys.
They capture Spider-Gwen. They capture Mary Jane, Black Cat, and Jessica Drew, and Aunt May. So, and what happens,
thrown in there.
And what happens is they take over. They kind of like, I don't want to say mind control them, but they use that Spider Slayer technology to make them into something else. Then what happens is Peter Parker is forced to actually fight the people that he loves.
Oh, this is
actually really interesting.
Otherwise, he can't. How is he going to survive unless he fights those people? And what this ultimately leads to throughout this whole story arc is actually the death of Aunt May. And so that's what I came up with as really a story arc, but that is kind of like the team there.
That is good, man.
That actually is really good, man. I would read that.
Me too.
Right?
Where's issue 1?
Yeah, right. I know. I was just like, and they came up with this in 10 minutes time. So I was just like, it was a rough
let me steal your mind for a second. Come on. If I could take
crazy.
10 minutes to plot a story like that, I'll take it.
That's insane. Yeah, that's really good.
So, yeah, I would love to see Marvel's like, hey, I like your idea, Mike Spider Slayer.
Hired.
I'll pay you $1 for that so we can steal your idea.
That would be the real thing that happens.
So, and then at the end of the day, J. Jonah becomes kind of part of them as well, and the Spider Slayer takes him over, and it's all because of J. Jonah Jameson, the asshole, ever since the beginning days of Spider-Man.
And then Peter's got both his uncle and his aunt on his conscience.
Yep.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
wow.
it
Needs more guilt.
Yeah, of course.
I just think about it, and when you look at the people that he fights, it's like, okay, Spider-Gwen X. Not really. It's it's the Spider-Gwen from this universe, but still reminds him of Gwen Stacy, right? Mary Jane, his current fiance, Black Cat, girl that he wants, that cares for dearly. And Jessica Drew, even though she's not anything insignificant, she's still another Spider character that matches his powers.
Silk's done.
Yeah, no Silk. So yeah. So that's it. That's all that has there. But I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool how, again, we did not talk to each other at all about this. We were just like, hey, villains, do a team. It's cool, like, how different we went in the direction for it. So that was cool. We'll definitely have to do something like this again, especially if you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully we'll get the others to be able to participate with them as well. Yeah. Be fun.
So so there you guys have it. There's kind of our stories, our supervillains. And again, guys, in the comments below, we would love to hear what you think of our ideas, and we want to hear your ideas. And fans, as always, if you like this, please check out Comic Frontline Live, which happens every Tuesday night at 10 p.m.
Comic Book Weekly.
Jesus, Comic Book Weekly. I got that from your show. Comic Book Weekly. Check that out. Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell. Check out our social media. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.